your film is called
Save My Soul.
And it's not S-O-U-L.
It's S-E-O-U-L, like Seoul the city. Yeah.
Yes. So tell us about it.
Sure. So we've been working for the last 4 years on this documentary called Save My Soul. And it's a documentary that focuses on prostitution and sex trafficking in Korea. It's a super serious topic, yeah.
That is so sad, like in Korea, right?
Specifically as it relates to Korea, obviously this is an issue that occurs all around the world. But we were asked by a pastor to come and make a film, and we were like, I'm Korean, and I had no idea that this even occurred there. But when we went, we just saw things that were shocking, and we said, you know what, we have to make a feature film about this.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad.
Yeah.
And you said a pastor approached you to create this documentary?
That's right, yeah.
What else did you learn, like, while, being in Korea and seeing all of this?
Sure. To be honest, what I knew about Korea was just that there's like amazing food and K-pop, right? Korean dramas. A lot of my extended family lives there, so I always loved Korea. But I think I learned over time just how rampant prostitution is in Korea. And it's one of those things where a lot of people are participating, the majority of people are participating, yet it's a very hidden, taboo topic that no one is talking about. And it's almost expected in that culture sometimes. And I think at first I was like really, really shocked and sad. And I think I started to realize that, it's not that people are bad there. It's not like, oh my God, Korean people are terrible. Rather, it's that we can all do terrible things, I think, if we're kind of left to our own devices.
So prostitution, I mean, like, you could go online now, or apps. So what do they do in Korea?
Sure. It takes a lot of different forms. Everything from actual brothels, which is it's illegal in Korea, but there are red light districts where you can go. There are everything from that to room salons or karaoke rooms where the intention is just to have drinks, but they'll have sex as well. To now online as well. And it's really interesting because a lot of people will say no, but these girls are doing it by choice. Because when you think of sex trafficking, you think like the movie Taken.
Yes.
Right? Like someone's like taken off the street, I'm going to capture you and put you in a van. But what we're seeing is that there's actually this systemic problem with girls who are running away from home or abusive families, and they run away and there's no support system for them. And then there's a pimp or someone who says, you know what, hey, we'll take care of you, or we'll give you a place to stay. And they think that they're just going to be, serving at a bar or doing something like that. And slowly they realize, wait a second, I have to have sex with all these people, and they're not making any money doing that. So
that is so sad. So it's kind of a career for them.
Not one that they've chosen, but it's a life that they are subjected to, yeah.
And you said they don't get paid for it?
So they will get paid, so customers are paying money. What happens is, let's say that someone pays $100. A lot of times that won't go into their pocket directly. And the reason is because they're accruing all this debt. So let's say you're a worker there, you've used the bed, you have to pay for shampoo, you have to pay for clothing, and then slowly girls are actually incurring more debt than actually making money. So we've heard of all these women who worked there for 10 years and they actually had no money in their bank account. They actually owed more money than they started.
How sad is that?
And it's really heartbreaking, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for putting it out there so that we know about it.
Absolutely.
I'm sure there's other countries in Asia that, well, obviously there's Thailand because I've been there.
Yeah.
Since I'm Vietnamese, I've heard about it.
Sure. And it's something that exists, honestly, in our backyard. If we go to LA, Koreatown, there are girls who are working as tomis or working as prostitutes. And we kind of look at them and we say, oh, why would you do this? And there's a lot of judgment.
Yes.
But the truth is that I believe that there's not as many people doing this by choice as I think that we're led to believe.
Yes.
And a lot of times, even if they feel like they're doing it by choice, it's because of a history or a background or all these terrible circumstances they've come out of. And it's just people trying to survive, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it has anything to do with mental illness?
I think that has something to do with it. I think in particular Korean culture, there's a lot of brokenness. Korea, I don't know if you remember, but Korea even 40 years ago was one of the poorest countries in the world. in the last 4 decades now, it's become one of the most wealthy. And in a lot of ways, that's like so impressive. But also what we're realizing is that there's a lot of hurt, and like it's like building a huge building on a really poor foundation.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to see a lot of the cracks with sex and prostitution, but also with plastic surgery or mental illness or depression or
Oh my
alcoholism.
gosh. Yeah. Speaking about plastic surgery,
Sure.
Korea is the #1 place to go to. Even Americans, like my white friends, they'll be like, I want to go to Korea and get my face done.
Right.
And it's just crazy.
It's pretty interesting. And now I think people are starting to recognize, wait a second, we need to take a pause. I'm not sure if this is the country we want to be, right?
Yes.
And I think we're seeing a little bit of that everywhere too. But hopefully a film like Save My Soul will help to raise consciousness and awareness about this, and makes us even think about like what kind of person do we want to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Because this is like millennials are coming in, you know?
Exactly.
Us as millennials, we want our generation to be a little bit more solid and have like morals. Yeah,
and it can be difficult, right?
Yeah.
We live in a very like visual, very social media, very Instagram culture, and it's hard to be real. It's hard to be authentic, and we hope that this film is authentic to people, and that's why we've spent so much of our time and our life working on it. But now we're just so excited to premiere it here and have the world see it.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where can we watch this?
Sure. So we're premiering this weekend at the LA Asian Pacific Film Festival. It's actually coming out on iTunes on July 4th. So we're about to launch for pre-sale, and we want to ask everyone to buy it. More than anything, we want to ask everyone to buy it because that gives us a better chance of being on like a Netflix or Hulu or Amazon. So buy it 3 times. But yeah, we really just want as many people to watch it as possible.
So you guys make sure you watch Save My Soul.
That's right.
That's like soul, not like SOUL, but soul like Korea. And it'll be available on Apple, right?
Apple iTunes,
Apple iTunes on July 4th. So make sure you buy it so that he will get more distribution.
That's right.